Many of our customers decide to become a consultant because they love the products so much. So I mean, I think Megan talked about this a little bit as well. So we're going to take a few minutes to hear from Megan and ask her a few questions. And we're going to start with our questions that came in during the event, and then we'll transition into a few questions about being a consultant, if that's all right with you. So first question, Megan, are you ready for some questions?
I'm ready. I'm back. My girl nuts. You're
Um,
out.
do you, okay. Do you have a piece of cast iron that is not enameled to show the difference?
I do. Let me grab one out.
Okay.
How about my grill pan?
Okay.
This one is the
Yeah.
raw enamel, or not enamel, raw cast iron grill pan. So you can see those grill marks. It's a 12-inch pan. So nice and heavy for cast iron.
Love that. Let's see. So, a couple other things. Let me read through the questions tonight. Are there any discounted products tonight? Actually, no, because we have that great big sale going on. So sorry, I'll just answer that one for you. Let's see. Do you ever preheat to keep your dishes warm? That's how the question's worded. Do you?
I'm gonna assume they mean like the insulated
Yeah, yeah,
bowl,
yeah.
and I don't do it often, but I have. Basically, you want for your insulated bowls, you want to put hot water, so you can put really hot water in there, let it sit for like 10-15 minutes, pour that out, dry it out, and then put your item, whatever you're trying to keep warm in there, and it will keep them warmer longer.
Okay, great. Real quick, I saw in the chat, is it your birthday tomorrow, Megan?
It is.
Somebody spoiled it. Somebody revealed it's your birthday tomorrow. That's amazing. Okay,
It is.
chat, light up the chat right now with happy birthday wishes to Megan, and I'll send you the chat transcript later so you can see that. All right, so let's transition into talking a little bit more about your experience as a consultant. And this segment we call Discover Pampered Chef because we want to invite folks to discover what this is, and it's much more than just products. And there's a lot of benefits that for consultants beyond just access to the products and beyond just income. And there's a lot of ways to approach this business. So you said you've been doing this for, was it 7 years?
Yeah, 7 years.
Amazing. Okay, so over 7 years of being a consultant, what are some of the extra benefits besides just income and products that you have appreciated the most?
Well, obviously, I said I joined for the products, right? So that was a huge one. But a couple other things. Well, for one, I've earned a lot of trips that have been a total blessing. Never would have thought that was possible. The very first one I earned was to take my whole family to Disney. And that's something we still talk about to this day. And we're working towards that right now as well. And my kids are so excited. They track with me, they love it. So, trips is huge. But really, like all the people I have met has been by far the biggest blessing. I have reconnected with people. I run my business side by side with my cousin, who we used to, talk at the holidays basically. And now, if we go a day without speaking to each other, we're like, oh my gosh, are you okay? So, being able to like connect with past people and make these new friends, and it's not just other consultants. I have made so many friends in my customers and hosts, and a lot of them feel like, even though a lot of them I've only met virtually, I feel like we're friends. And, if they have something going on in their life and we, are having a conversation, we can chat about it. So the friendship and bonds that I've made have been like the best part ever for sure.
Friendships like that are such a gift. And amazing that you've been able to do things like those trips. For those who are new to, Pampered Chef, Megan worked really, really hard for a long, long time to earn those rewards, and that's something that is available to when you can work and put in the time and put that focus on your business. But there's so many ways that you can do that and customize it and make it your own. So, so glad that that's been part of your story, Megan. So, talking a little bit more about. I said it's more than the products, but also the products are a thing. Do you have any other products that are kind of on a personal level, your favorites or beloved by your family? What are some of the products that have really stood out to you over time?
Well, I would say my family probably would say the air fryer is like number one because we literally use it 2 to 4 times a day. It gets used all day. My kids know how to use it. The reheat option is fantastic. We make our breakfast in it. I mean, it gets used a lot. So if anything ever were to happen to it, we would be lost. That, and I will say I was so thrilled when our coffee machine came out because I love me some coffee. So that was a pretty exciting item as well. But I mean, everything in my kitchen at this point is Pampered Chef, and asking what my favorite is kind of like asking who my favorite child is.
Yeah.
I really can't say. They're all my favorites.
Okay. Yeah. If you talk about the air fryer, it's okay. You can kind of whisper so the multi-cooker doesn't get sad.
Exactly.
But all right. So last question for you. So this for many people, Pampered Chef is a side hustle. There are people who do it full time. There are millions of people in North America who have what could be considered a side hustle. And a great thing about Pampered Chef is this is a company that is backed by Berkshire Hathaway since 2002, 44 years in the business, like we're celebrating. So there's stability there. But also with the side hustle comes flexibility. And I'm curious about in your life, Megan, for our last question of the night, what does flexibility look like in your life? And what does that do for you? What are you able to do because of that flexibility?
I mean, that's one of the biggest reasons I do this is for the flexibility. I have 3 kids. They're all involved in sports. Tonight, all 3 of them had overlapping sports activities. So I was able to, get 2 to one place, get another one off to another, and still come home and do this. Like, it's incredible that I can still be there for all their activities and still make money at the same time. I work in small pockets of time, so sometimes, and that's okay because that's what works for me. I know that if I wanted to go help out at book fair this week, I can go and do that, and I can just kind of readjust what else I'm doing. I also do a lot of live demos, and I'm already cooking and prepping anyway, so I figure why not just take a couple pictures or turn my camera on because I already have to make the dinner, right? Like I have to feed my family no matter what, so I might as well turn the camera on and make a little side money at the same time.
Very cool. Very cool. I love that. So thank you so much, Megan. Thank you for sharing with us and your leadership and the ways that you've shown versatility and practicality, and just really grateful for that. And for any of you who might be interested in learning more about becoming a consultant, I want to invite you to talk to your local consultant, or you can visit the Be a Consultant page on our website and make sure you look at the lookbook, and that includes the income disclosure statement if you want to learn more about the details of how this all works. So thank you all for joining us tonight. We hope to see you at the same time next week for more food and fun. And next week we'll be with Shannon, who's going to teach us how to make an easy weeknight meal for family game night and for International Pierogi Day. That's going to be delicious. So it's going to be a great night. Be sure to register for that for next week, Tuesday, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. And Megan, I hope you have a wonderful birthday tomorrow. I hope you feel loved and celebrated by your friends and family. We're grateful for you. Grateful for all of you for being with us tonight. So thanks again, and hope you have a great night. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks.